Before we get started, I'd also like to welcome MLA for the area, Honorable Maryanne Jablonski, to come up and give some greetings from the province of Alberta.
Good morning.
Morning, Maryanne. How are you?
Thanks, Tom. I'm good.
Good, thank you.
It's a good day. Well, good morning, everyone. It's a good day to be here, where we have a roof over our heads. And I'm very happy to be able to bring greetings on behalf of Minister McQueen, on behalf of our government and our Premier Alison Redford. And I will be prepared to, I don't know if it's on the agenda, Tom, but if they want to ask any questions at the end, I'd be prepared to answer some questions according to your timetable. So, you know, water has been top of mind these past few months here in Alberta. In fact, I'd say that water has been top of mind for a long time for all of us. And especially for the government, though, as we've traveled through the province for our water conversation. And certainly water is top of mind today, as I don't know if you crossed over the Red Deer River this morning, but you can see that it's very high flow. And also you've probably heard by now too that they're evacuating Canmore because of high water and flooding, and they're under an emergency evacuation. And I think High River is, and other areas, Turner Valley, Black Diamond, just so that we're aware of our high river flows and our flooding in the province right now. The Trans-Canada is shut down. You can't pass from here to the west. You can't get through Canmore. So if you're thinking about going to BC, you're going to have to use the Crow's Nest Pass, or go up through Jasper, I suppose. Well, as we know, water is one resource that is absolutely critical at all levels. The government of Alberta is committed to listening to Albertans on how to better manage our water resources to ensure their desires and values are reflected in how we do business in our province. And that's why earlier this year we visited 20 communities across the province to get Albertans' input on water-related issues, concerns, and priorities. The intent was to have a broad conversation on water that touched on the 4 priority areas: healthy lakes, hydraulic fracturing and water, drinking water and wastewater, and water management, but also on other topics that Albertans themselves raised. More than 1,000 Albertans attended one of the 20 community sessions to share their experiences and ideas on Alberta's water. In addition, Albertans could provide feedback through an online workbook or send an email to our experts. Another 1,000 Albertans contributed through online engagement. The water conversation builds on the foundation of the Water for Life strategy, acknowledging the good work that has been done under the strategy and recognizing that there may be ways to improve and enhance water policy and programs. Our province has been successfully managing water for many decades. We have a thriving agricultural sector, strong and growing communities, and responsible energy development, all of which underpin the province's quality of life. Building on this success has been our collective efforts to understand what may be required to ensure the continued effectiveness of Alberta's water management system. Environment and Sustainable Resource Development staff have started to collate and analyze the feedback provided through stakeholder and public sessions and the significant online feedback. A report reflecting what was discussed, as well as potential future directions, will be shared with Albertans later this year. However, the initial review of the feedback received indicated there is an overall desire for increased enforcement, education and access to information and data, more action, less talk, and more accountability for industry. So those are the 4 areas that we have gleaned so far from those conversations, areas of priority for Albertans. So from Environmental Sustainable Resource Development's initial review, they've also been able to glean a few themes specific to the 4 priority areas. With regards to healthy lakes, one of the main themes is the need to manage impacts of growth using a watershed approach. Three main themes have emerged from the hydraulic fracturing discussions, such as freshwater conservation, water well protection, and better access to information and data. Albertans also discussed water management and feel government needs to strengthen water conservation, in addition to the need to maintain healthy aquatic ecosystems. The main theme that emerged from discussions on our fourth priority, drinking water and wastewater, was that emphasis needs to be placed on watershed and source water protection. As you can imagine, many experiences and ideas were shared throughout the water conversation, helping to build a common understanding about how to best meet our long-term water needs. And it was a very exciting opportunity to have face-to-face discussions with such a wide variety of Albertans. The information collected through the water conversation will be vital to future planning and management decisions. Possible outcomes to the water conversation could involve staying the course in some areas. It could serve to highlight needs for further education and engagement in other areas, or require the development of new and enhanced water policies. We all know that water is not only a universal or national issue, it is fundamentally a local issue. Different regions have different issues, different priorities, and even different solutions. And that's why watershed planning and advisory councils were created. Your local knowledge informs the direction of watershed planning and issues management. And through education and public awareness, you help Albertans become responsible water stewards. We appreciate the important work that you do and the relationships you build, not only with those in our communities, but across our borders as well. As a province, we know we can rely on you, an important partner in watershed management, to deliver high-quality results. Your advice and expertise will be critical as we embark on a new era of environmental management in our province. This is an exciting time in Alberta. We have an opportunity to make transformative changes to the way we manage, protect, and use our natural resources. By thinking big, broad, and long-term, we can make smart choices about the way we grow to maintain. Oops, I broke something.
Okay, just leave it.
Sorry. Thanks, Tom. I think we can put it back together. Don't stress. So by thinking big, broad, and long-term, we can make smart choices about the way we grow to maintain all our advantages, which are abundant resources, jobs, and a beautiful and diverse natural landscape, and ensure today's solutions won't become tomorrow's problems. As a government, we are proud of what we've already accomplished, and you should be proud too. Together, we can achieve our goals of healthy and sustainable water and environment for future generations. And so just as an added point, our goals are not only include healthy water systems, but healthy people. And that's why I brought a pedometer for each one of you today. It's a very simple pedometer. You don't have to think about how to use it. You just press a button, and it counts your steps. And depending on what your goals are for yourself, you should walk between 5,000 and 10,000 steps a day. And so how I use it is I put it on, and I usually get about 5,000 or 6,000 steps a day, but if I want to lose weight, I got to walk 10,000 steps a day. So that means getting on a treadmill or taking a walk around the neighborhood. So thank you very much for helping us to maintain our watersheds, maintain healthy water, and also remember we need to maintain a healthy you. So thank you very much, and if you have any questions, I'd be happy to take them.